Good morning, world. How's everyone doing out there? Well, as per usual, my heart has all the feelings. It's all the feelings. I feel it very collectively. Feelings are good. Okay. Well, first things first, let's get a little smoke going. Let's give a little thanks. Okay, well, today is Sunday. You know what's so weird is Sunday is ruled by the sun, but you know what? Sunday has never felt like it's been ruled by the sun. I don't know if it's just me, but, you know, like if we were to use the tarot, like the Leo card, the sun, like Sunday, it's a little bit sleepy. Sometimes it's a little bit depressy, a little underwhelming. Oh yeah, here we need a little bit more. I need to do my hands. What is the flavor of today? Spirits? All right. Well, the great thing about today, well, I'm recording this early in the morning, so there's ample room for anything. What's today going to be? What are we going to do with today? Well, first let's have a sip of coffee about it. I reuse my cups, so if you're like, what the hell, this guy uses a lot of, no, I save my little guy when I go to the coffee shop, and then I don't know, use it as much as possible and then toss it. Yeah, there's an interesting flavor today. Well, what deck do we want to get snoopy with? Even after last night's read, this feeling of tenderness, of holding, of being comforted. There's a lot of collective wailing, to be honest. As people should be wailing. I'm not here to be depressed, you guys, but I'm also here to be like, listen, it's great and all that there's some of us right now that can kick back and listen to a tarot card reading. There's nothing wrong with that. But as always through the history of time, there is always a pulse of, wailing. Okay, wailing hearts. What do we need? Oh, let's use a different deck. And also, let's use our collective hearts, because love always wins. And listen, I'm the first person that when, like, for instance, in America, there's mass shootings, and then phony baloney politicians are like, thoughts and prayers. Now, like, when I think of prayers, I'm not thinking of those types of prayers, lip service prayers, where, like, you're not even actually praying. Again, it's just lip service. There was a study done what's his nuts? Anyway, suffice to say, a study was done on collective prayer, and this was done in, like, war-torn countries that they tried this method. I'm gonna link the video. Anyhoodle, they found consistently, and again, in really tumultuous places where they tried this, but they realized that a certain number of people with collected thoughts and energies and prayers was quantifiable. They could go into war-torn places where they were using this, and when it was being used, a focus group of people praying and bringing peace, the idea of peace to a certain region, when that was occurring, there was peace. And then as soon as the collective energy stopped putting towards the idea of peace and restoration and love and like less war, it would kind of revert. Long story short, they have a scientific number, and it just works out to be like if 8,000 people, it's all it would take, the whole world, 8,000 people collectively praying and focusing energy and love, huge impact. Now, we all don't need to agree on this, but I have experienced the power of prayer. My grandma prayed for me one time on the phone when I had something medically wrong with me that no one could figure out for months. Like months. Like I couldn't work, I couldn't leave the house. Like it looked like I had elephantitis of my face. Nothing was working until I talked to my grandmother that day on the phone. And my grandma, I talk about her a lot. She died in prayer. She had her heart attack while she was praying over a man. And I've been fortunate enough to participate in all different types of prayer and ceremony and ritual with different cultures and even different churches. And I myself just believe in it. And I just feel like it is a powerless feeling to know that there's things occurring that seem way, again, beyond scope. But sometimes I think it's just enough to think of these people, whoever you're praying for, or whatever it is that you're praying for. Okay, like for instance, I'll give this as an example. I no longer watch crime shows. Ever since I became a parent, I can't really watch crime shows. I'll watch like Matlock, like fake crime, legal kind of corny shows, but like I can't watch the true crime anymore. Occasionally, I will still listen to stories documenting missing people. And I always felt like it was important because it's validating the existence of someone that was important to a group of people that just had something terrible happen to them. And I felt like if I could watch and say that person's name and speak to them, to just be like, listen, it may not seem like it, but there's people on this earth that care about your story and care about what happened to you. And it may not seem like it because the world can present at times as really cruel. And so I feel like it's one of those that even if there's certain large-scale global things happening, but to look kind of individually or to make it small and to be like, I see these people that are hurting or suffering or these atrocities are happening too. And on an energetic level, I want them to know that I care, that I'm focused. And sometimes just the little steps that we do, right? We always feel like it has to be great big things. But again, going back to what I was saying last night, sometimes it's just about smiling, genuinely. I make sure that when I go out into the world, every customer service person, because I worked customer service, instead of barking orders, if someone says, hey, how are you? What can I get for you? You can say, hey man, I'm all right. How you doing today? If they have a name tag, say their name. Take that pause to acknowledge that you're dealing with a human being. One time I'll never forget it. I was really young. Again, probably 17, 18. And I was on a city bus. And this woman was like quietly weeping on the bus, but we could all hear her. Oh, it bothers me to this day. But this was a teachable moment. I wanted to reach out to her And I was young and stupid. I didn't know how to do it. But no one else did either. And that always stuck with me. As soon as I got off the bus, I realized that was a mistake for me. I should have made some type of overture. But that's where it became a teachable moment, because I made a vow from that moment on that, like, if I ever saw someone hurting, even if they don't want help, it's an overture to be like, to me, it's weirder to be in a human public space and see someone suffering or going through something and to not acknowledge it. So, yeah, so there's definitely a carryover from last night. Yeah, I just keep hearing that song, Try a Little Tenderness. And it costs nothing. It costs us literally nothing to be kind to one another, to smile at someone, you know, to say good morning, to be like, can I help you, you know? Like that morning where I went for a walk because I thought I lost my wallet in that park. And I saw that young dad and that mom struggling with the stroller. And if you have a stroller and, you know, the whole, like, you gotta pop it out and, you know, and when you have your arms full and, like, it cost me nothing to just be like, good morning, guys. Do you need a hand with that stroller? You know, cost nothing. Okay. Oh, world, we need some tenderness. Okay, well, let's get tender about it. Okay, well, clearly I'm calling it my grandma. Oh, the sun's coming out. Try a little tenderness. And isn't it I guess ironic, funny, not funny or ironic, but oh, humans. I was just thinking about, I'm a very tender person, absolutely. But, like, I know 100%. I've been the bad guy in someone's story. I absolutely know I've been, at times, decimating with my words towards people I thought deserved it, but that's neither here nor there. The point is that we're all the things, right? Even when it may present as though that we're a little bit more elevated than other people. As old Jesus said, he who cast that first stone, right? That's the thing. How comfortable with you standing naked before the whole universe and owning up to everything? Oh, like, I am not perfect, guys. I'm not perfect. But I definitely have the willingness to look at my imperfections. I don't even like that word. The things that just don't behoove me. The things where I'm like, I don't know if this is who I want to be. I think we could strive for more. Ooh, third eye chakra. Okay. Well, I did give a little smoke. We got the number 6 here, which to me is the month of June, which in tarot is ruled by the lovers. Yeah, using your third eye to see through the lens of love. Okay. Grandma, on this beautiful day, Grandma Florine, wherever you are in this universe, making things beautiful, because I know you are. Wisdom. Yeah. And 6 to the 5. Look at that sun. You know, I don't think I've ever pulled this card. Like, I've seen it in the deck. Oh, look at his little bald spot. Huh. It's reminding me of the, what is it called? The fentanyl? The soft spot? So we have the third eye, we have the soft spot being illuminated. Oh yeah, Spirit's really working this way down. Okay. What's this guy? Okay. I love this. Okay, well, 6 and 5 though does equal 11. That is my number. That is my number. I mean, it's everybody's number now, but like, that was my number when I was a kid. And this was before Woo Town. No YouTube. No one was hippie dips. Accelerated motion. They're pointing out this being this. Yeah, I feel like this heaven-sent energy, whoever you pray to, whatever that looks like for you, or yeah, whatever that looks like for you, you are expanding. God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Yeshua, Spirit, Sky Daddy, whatever you want to call it, angels. What is on this book? They keep, is that an FH or is that a J? There's something about this book. Yeah, like wisdom, knowledge. Coming from the star people. Okay. All right, Grandma, keep going. I'm loving this. Like a big kitty, sorry, I just need that. Yeah, that vitamin D. Vitamin D. Yeah, the big VD, and not that kind of VD. The real ones. Vitamin D. All right, Grandma, which card? This one. Firm foundation. I just had a feeling. Sacrifice and movement choices. Okay. Oh, interesting. So, firm foundation's going under third eye. But look, triangle to triangle. Yeah, the converging of 2 points. We talked about that for a bit back in some older videos there. Okay, there's a converging. Sacrifice is going under wisdom. And accelerated motion has movement, choices, and decisions underneath. Okay, and this is what sacrifice looks like underneath wisdom. They're showing me that with, again, this is, you're gonna get sick of me saying it, the micro and the macro, but it is collectively at this point. This is a whole world situation. All of us are in our own lessons, but world lessons. But because there's such an acceleration and there's such huge shifts, tectonic plates are shifting things overnight. That being said, what they're showing me is now, before, back in the day, even like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when you made a decision or a choice, even if it was maybe a poor choice or a less evolved choice, maybe you wouldn't see the consequences to that immediately. There was a lot of leeway, a lot of room to play and get messy. And what they're showing me is that everything now, every decision, every thought, every little thing, it's accelerated. So if you're walking the path, the red path, you know, the middle road, you're doing your best. Again, you're not perfect. We're all, you know, like, fuck, I get, you know, guys, I get grumpy, I get spicy, but at the end of the day, I'm a lover, and it's my North Star. It's what I strive for. But what they're showing me is that now, for, again, the collective, but the individual, that if you are not paying attention and you're acting on default, or you are paying attention and you're knowingly making poor choices, knowingly lying, knowingly manipulating, hanging out with people that you know are not in your highest and greatest good, there's such an immediacy now. You're going to see the direct consequences almost immediately. So they're really emphasizing that can be used to accelerate great things in your life, or if you want to keep doing hard knocks, it's going to look like that. It's going to be quickly hard. Okay, so with sacrifice being under wisdom, it's interesting. She's got her pose. The flowers. Well, she's in some deep water here. And her scarf is kind of, there's like these leaves are like feathers kind of being kind of cut and falling out of it. And the rainbow. Something about the water. Sacrifice. They're showing me that this is, that this person wouldn't be very comfortable in deep water. So again, the idea of comfort, that sometimes we have to sacrifice what is comfortable, and knowing things is part of that comfort, right? That's why humans, we love to be in control. We love to know because it's comfortable. If we can just know what's going to happen, then we can be comfortable. So part of that sacrifice is being uncomfortable. Pain is uncomfortable. And it's why it's like the fast track, the quickest elevator to sometimes ascension. Now, I don't believe that the only way to grow and to learn is through pain, because then that kind of goes into like the tropes of like the haunted, wounded artist, you know. I don't believe that you need to be haunted and filled with psychic pain and emotional pain or physical pain to reach great heights. But that being said, it is a great teacher. And comfort can really keep one stuck. Because comfort is also safety. Okay. Well, let's do a little clarifying now with this deck. Okay. Oh boy. Well, Grandma, what do we want to say about this third eye chakra? Like, I know we got 2 points. The firm foundation. Yeah, you need that firm foundation starting from the root so that the psychic abilities, you always, just like with the magician, like you want one hand touching the ethers and one hand to the ground. You want to stay grounded, 5 toes in the 3D world and 5 toes on the spirit side. You want to be an in-between. Like, that's how I personally identify as far as identification goes. I've always said I'm an in-between. There's 2 points converging. A firm foundation in the third eye. That mountain. Hey. Come on, cards. Let's not be silly. You get out of here. Alright, well, the sun's coming out. That feels nice. Birds are singing. That feels good. All right, Grandma. What does the collective need to hear right now? Grandma, with all your team members up there, I know you're rocking it with the heavy hitters, so let's get this card. Those two. Okay. Well, 3 want to come out for that third eye. So we have the Worlds, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Now, what's interesting, okay, so we see a lot of mountain. Okay, well, we have just the one mountain here, but the triangle, to me, is very symbolic of the mountain. So here we have that inverted. But when I look at this Ten of Swords, well, it has mountains, but same thing, it's kind of got this triangle. And they're showing, these look like eyes. The third eye. I feel like this is your spirit team, to be honest. See, and they're working to remove the wounds. Yeah, it may not feel like it. It may not feel like it. That's the thing. It never usually feels like we have our spirit team with us when we're being stabbed. But no, yeah. It's the first time I've ever seen this one where I just see it as like angels. Like, yeah, you're surrounded. And these up close look like they're little wings. Yeah. Okay. Well, and we see it's ended. Because the world, this is the last card in the Major Arcana. The 2 points converging. Okay. So you've gone through it. It's done. And now we have this Knight of Pentacles. And look at all that green, though. That's the heart space. It's also abundance. Okay, well, your spirit team is here. They love you incredibly, and they are coming in. Now, the Knight of Penties, we have to remember, Penties is a lot slower moving. And rarely does things make sense when we're in this human form. Because also we have our own limitations and things like time, human time, and all these things. And our spirit team is just like, we got it, we're on it. Just be patient. And you're like, my guy, if you tell me to be patient one more goddamn time, I'm gonna scream. Hold on. Can I make the lighting a little bit better? I feel like I'm very dark. Oh, it's a little bit kind of better. Okay. Well, okay, I'm really being pointed out now. And again, I've never noticed this until today. But the 2 on top, which is Freedom Boobies, the angel, and then this eagle, their expressions are delight. Like, that eagle is truly soaring. Yeah, now I'm hearing that song. I wanna fly like an eagle. Yeah. But on the bottom here, the lion looks very wistful and sad. And this bull is all spiced up. So, since we have the Ten of Swords out, which is like massive betrayal. Sorry, folks. I have all the lights on in here. It's very, okay, well. Kind of see me? It's fine. Yeah, okay. Well, and then we have the middle lady who's got her ribbons. Going back to this light, which is making me think of the Sun card. Okay, so yeah, you're like an eagle and soaring, And you're the angel with freedom boobies, living your best life because you made sacrifices. You were able to be in the discomfort, the sacrifice needed to glean wisdom, to act correct. Oh yeah, the fontanelle. Well, if we're to be honest, it's a bit of a sacrifice rocking a haircut like that. Like, isn't those monks, didn't they purposely do that? Like, I don't think they all just have the same wicked huge bald spot with the, yeah, this particular flavor of bowl cut, you know? Yeah, that is a sacrifice. Rocking a stinky haircut for the Lord. Okay. All right, Grandma. Well, see, now, going back to that third eye, yeah, you've really developed a lot of things. Discernment, feeling. Because a lot of, to me, third eye is just about being in tune to your feeling when something feels off, or when you notice a space. Have you ever walked into a space sometimes and you've been like, someone's been in here? Or like, something's off. And it may take you a while. Something's moved something, or like something's off, you know? Using that third eye. Okay, well, let's... Okay, so Grandma, Jesus, Mother Mary. Again, heavy hitters. I want everyone in here today. Yeah, I want everyone in here because I feel like the world is... got all the flavors. And we need all hands on deck. Okay. So, for wisdom and accelerated motion. Ooh, the 8 of Swords to the 8 of Wands. Okay. See, this is so interesting. Okay. So again, going back to the third eye, look what's essentially covered is that third eye. Oh, that was the sacrifice to discomfort. Okay, so Spirit. Oh, Spirit. You got tested. So, if you felt as though you were left spiritually bereft, that your prayers were going unanswered, all of maybe your natural psychic abilities or the ways that you tune in were not working. It's like Spirit wanted to remove a little bit of that third eye to, again, see the choices that you would make. That if you couldn't, like, yeah, with a bit of removal, would you still make the same choices? Would you still come correct? Would you still come just? If you couldn't see the path forward, how would you respond? That's what it was. And the 8 of Swords is uncomfortable. Now, normally it is a self-made prison. Oh, God bless you. Elephant feet. I love when you roll across the floor a lot. It's probably not their fault. They're probably just felt like rolling across the floor with their chair because they didn't feel like standing up. That's okay. Okay, but 8 of Wands is going with accelerated motion. So you passed the test, baby girl. Yeah, you were really uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. But see, she's wearing all white. As is this person. Oh my God. 2 different decks. They look very similar. Oh, look. That is that. the sacrifice. Because also, so the third eye was removed to see if you could not rebuild the third eye, but with your own, without God's assistance, if you could get back there on your own, to remove your own blind and see, to develop. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? And that's what became, those little feathers are part of the angel wings. You fucking did it. Oh, I want to cry. Oh. Because it wasn't a little bit of discomfort. Oof. Yeah. I felt that. Oh, and is that what the Ten of Swords is? Is that it felt like God was betraying you. But really, those are your angels. It was part of test time, but also like they were actually removing and doing good things, and also part of your test time, but always with you. Oh, man, here we go. Here we go. No, but I still, okay, yes to that. There is that, but every time I see the wistful lion and this raging bull that has its nostrils just flared, I know that. My nostrils get flary all the time. How can I make this a little bit brighter? I just feel like I just got way in the dark here. What about if I turn this way? Come on. Yeah, I want to be in the light. I want to be in the light with you. That ain't a message. There we go. I want to be in the light with you. Let's see. Okay, well, Grandma. Beautiful messages. Okay, so we have this Eight of Wands. And again, the sun. Guys, this is where I want to cry. Oh, it's really one of those things when, yeah, you've been fucking so deep in it. And then the sun does come out. Oh, and you're wiser for it, but fuck, goddamn. Okay, well, Grandma. Okay, so this accelerated motion. Oh, and there's sheep there in the field. I love sheep. I used to live down the road from a sheep farm. Not that long ago. I'd like to get back to that region, to be honest. Although it's so interesting to have made peace with this city. Oh, Lord. Well, whatever. That's a whole other subject for me and my own spirit team later. Oh, and okay, well, I put this reverse. Okay, I'm going to keep it because I put the deck upside down, so they're all reversed, but when I saw it, it fits. What's accelerated, so that Four of Cups is always kind of that depressy, where it's like someone's offering you something and you're like, no, thank you. Although this one's a little bit different because, I mean, he does look sickly, that Renaissance-y kind of, that pallor that only the Renaissance could have. But it's in reverse, so it's telling me, oh yeah, the sacrifice is done, guys. And that depressy feeling of being like, no, I can't right now because I'm all tore up. My ass has been chewed up. My spirit has been chewed up. God's abandoned me. I don't have a third eye, so I'm recreating my own third eye to see if I can make the same right decisions. Okay, well, you're out of it. Okay, tell me, Grandma, please, I'm here for it. If you have any kind of great news for the collective. Good news, great news, better news, hopeful news. We have big accelerated motion. We have that star. And like even just that, like, see how it was up in space? It's landed. Oh, hallelujah. Can I get a amen? Amen. Oh, what has landed? Grandma. Oh yeah, you're back upside down. Okay, let's get you. The Magician. something from far away has traveled to be with you. Whether it's a message, a person, a spirit, an ancestor. Okay, Grandma. Tell me about the Magician. What is the Magician? What is all of this? We got big stuff here. Two of Swords. Oh, look at that. Her eyes are covered again with what I was saying, what looks like the angel wings. Yeah, all these swords have these, but that's what that, okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's like a million pieces of confetti falling, and I'm trying to put it all together because I keep getting like little... Okay, well, we have the moon. Oh, it's something you can't see. Well, how fitting, since we've been talking about that. Okay, so it's just something you can't see coming. This Magician... Ah, yeah, you can't see. They're coming from... That's that. And the sun is behind the moon, illuminating it. All of that sun, it's illuminating it. Illuminating. Illuminating and elucidating, as I said in another video. Okay. Maybe you're not supposed to know quite yet what it is, because you can't see it. It's almost like it's a surprise, but it's here. Yeah, airplane about to land at my house. 10 of Cups, baby. That's what you can't see. And you made sacrifices that were uncomfortable. And look, that rainbow led you to this. We got two big fat geese. We got one orange kitty. Orange cat's always getting to hijinks, so you know that cat's gonna be... Oh, he's eyeing up the thread, the yarn, okay. We got a real wicked cute duck here. A mallard. We have 2 butterflies and 3 bees. And 2 ladies. Interesting, it's 2 women. The 10 of Cups, like emotional fulfillment. Huh. Well, I mean, you could be 2 women falling in love. I'm all about the queer relationships, so like, you know, I've just never noticed that. And most of the 10 of Cups, it's always, again, very heteronormative. A man and a lady and 2 kids. But here, they're opting for no children, pets. Okay, so for perhaps a bunch of you, yeah, this happiness that's coming in, this wish fulfillment. I love it, because we're not going with the traditional. Not that there's anything wrong with traditional, but there's so many ways of being in this world. Different ways of family, that family can look, happiness. Oh, beautiful. For some of you, it could really be a farm. I keep being shown the sheep again. Oh, man. I'm all about that farm life. Give me a hunk of land and some animals. Yeah. A little mallard duck, an orange kitty, and a pond, and that thatched roof. Okay. Grandma, is there anything else you want to say about that? Spirits for the collective, because I feel like the collective did some real good work here. And yes, so there's this thing they can't see, and it seems to be the 10 of Cups. Is there anything else? Metatron, Archangel Michael. Wow, look at that. We got the Tower to the King of Wands. Wow. And he's got the triangle necklace all lit up. Can you see that? It's a gold, little gold triangle. And we saw that triangle action here, old muscle back, and with our third eye. Okay, well, this person is 100% involved in this, and it's coming in with the tower. Now, I don't love this King of Wands because he looks pretty skeezy, but it's just because I think, I don't know, the artist really, it's like the makeup. The makeup, like when you're on a TV set, there's too much makeup on him. Okay, Grandma. Spirits. What's going on with the King of Wands in the Tower? Is this just love? That's what the Ten of Cups is? What's going on? How quickly we go to love. Oh, is this who you're walking away from? Oh, is this that sad line bull? Because we have the Eight of Cups to the Seven of Cups. Okay, hold on. I'm getting really sweaty, and I don't have a shirt underneath here, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up because it's getting long and I'm sweaty. Okay, Grandma, Jesus, Buddha, Ganesh, all like everyone. What is up with the King of Wands here? Four of Wands. Death, Queen of Swords. Well, again, clarity, that sight. Okay, well, for a big chunk of you. Okay, but why are we talking about this now? Well, we did have that Ten of Swords. So is this who's gonna, yeah, this is the person. And they do, a Leo. Remember the wistful line in that wheel? Yeah, this guy. The saddest looking lion I ever saw. Like, they really managed to capture the saddest looking lion, and you don't even get to see his, like, real up-close face. But then we have old spicy tortellini Taurus over here, who would be this. Yeah, he does. He really reeks of this bull lion. Okay. Okay, well, you see, and now you can't unsee. And now this person is having a fucking feeling about it. Ugh, it's always the same shit. Well, you know what, King of Wands? Have a feeling about it till the cows come home. Feel it. Feel it all day long. Feel that burn. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go back to that Ten of Cups, though, Grandma. That's really... Okay, hold on. They want another deck now. Ooh. Okay, well, let's leave it like that. Okay, they want the fun deck to conclude this. I'm going to post this. Okay. Okay, straight to the Ten of Cups. What is the Ten of Cups? All of this not being able to see, but it's coming in so fast. What are some of the ways that this Ten of Cups is going to show up for people? The Nine of Swords. The Seven of Wands. Okay, hold on. Well, the Nine of Swords is... It's things that you fear, but aren't necessarily so. So there's fear around having to defend yourself. Oh, that's what it is. But you don't realize, because you can't see it coming, there's an ending, right? It's accelerated, and you think you're going to have to still be in this energy. Because we also saw the spirits like working on that Ten of Swords too. Okay. Yeah, overall, I just feel like you just can't see it coming, and that's part of, like, what makes it so delicious. Yeah, the Page of Cups. I feel like that magician, I feel like the person coming in is like the magician. It doesn't have to be a person. Because again, this is like friendship. Yeah, this magician could be a friend. Page of Cups. Could be a creative partnership for all those that are artists. Doesn't have to be romantic. Let's find out though. Let's get a little snoopy. What's the nature of this? 10 of Cups. Wow, the Lovers to the 2 of Wands. Yeah, someone's been planning. Here we go. Exactly. See, this is a non-traditional card. I love this. Okay, one more card to take us out, Grandma. Okay, for the whole world and collective right now, on this glorious Sunday, the 3 of Swords to the 4 of Coins, Grandma. Okay, Grandma is saying, because this is what happens, right? We get the 3 of Swords, and we get detracted. We want to hold on to everything. We don't want to open up. We don't want to share. Yeah. Grandma's saying, you've been in a hard, dark time. Love is coming in. You've passed. Yeah, you did the work. You did the work. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Daddy issues. I'll never not love this card for the fact that it says daddy issues on there. Okay, but we have communication. Yeah, there's all this accelerated. So whatever it is, and it's probably going to look different for a lot of you, but either way, there is so much accelerated motion here. The light, it's here. It is here. It's happening. Yeah. Okay. You did it. You did it. No one else did it. No one else made those sacrifices. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Grandma, Spirit Team. Thank you for this day. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my clarity, even when I don't feel as though I have clarity. Thank you to my son. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I ask for the whole world and the collective right here, right now. I ask that the collective have divine guidance, divine protection, and divine intervention. May they be kept safe from all accident, injury, harm, illness, violence, malevolence. May everyone's hearts be full today. Thanks, water. Okay, stay blessed, stay golden.